Good day. Star Trek 11, or Star Trek 2009, or just Star Trek if you want to be really confusing, was, like Halo 4, pretty polarizing. For the longest time, I thought it had sucked. I thought they had betrayed the series. But in all honesty, did they? They did not betray the series for one reason. They set it in an alternate universe. They set it in an alternate universe that actually had its timeline screwed up. See, here's the thing. I'm of the impression that Star Trek 2011, or Star Trek 11, or Star Trek 2009, or however the hell you would want to call it, actually takes place in an alternate reality altogether, and then Nero showing up messed up the timeline further. So it's not just an alternate timeline, it's an alternate universe altogether. That being said, here we have the Abrams Prize, or Abrams Prize, the modern Star Trek Enterprise ship iconic thing. It's actually called the Iconic Vehicle when you look it up on Amazon. I didn't actually get this at Amazon, I bought this at Target. Now this, if I'm not mistaken, was a Playmates model. And you know what? Playmates models... Damn, this thing's dusty. Playmates models usually aren't that good. I remember them from the 90s, and I still have a few from the 90s. They're just never really that detailed, but this thing has some very fine detailing. As you can see, it's got little windows, it's got a docking port right there. The deflector dish is actually the right color. I don't know how many of you actually have seen some old Playmates models. I may actually review one or two of those in the future. But they always make them red, when in fact they're always blue with a little bit of red on them. So they got that right. Really, this is a really well-detailed model. Even the deck plates are showing up here. The impulse engines aren't malformed. All the labeling here actually looks good for once. Really, this actually can rival some Art Asylum models, really. I mean, and just look at the lettering. That's just sexy right there. Now, I don't know why the bridge dome has to be blue, but whatever. Really, this is very well formed and very well designed. Even the stand, look at that. Look at that. Just one chunk of plastic and one ball joint right there. Do you realize how many Art Asylum models, ones that are way more expensive, or actually have more poorly designed stands in this thing? And that ball joint is great because you can really just angle it any way you want it. Overall, this is a well-made model, and if you can find one of these, and I imagine they're re-releasing them now because of Star Trek Into Darkness, which I also liked, mainly because, oh no, the camera's almost out of battery. Mainly, I like Star Trek Into Darkness for two reasons. One, it was sort of a HD re-release of Wrath of Khan that they actually did fairly well, even though Wrath of Khan is still better than Into Darkness, but they also adapted a Star Trek book called Star Trek Dreadnought. Basically, it's almost a straight adaptation of Star Trek Dreadnought, believe it or not. Straight all the way down to the evil admiral, and the ship even looked kind of like what the Star Trek Dreadnought would look like in the Abrams Star Trek universe. It was really awesome. And so, this is General Lotz signing off.